Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and today I'm doing the 500-piece blue and black belt challenge from speedpuzzling.com, my first 2026 competition with them. I'm super excited to share this one with you because my last video that I had that I explained kind of what my competition schedule is going to be like going forward this year. I do want to emphasize that since I'm doing 4 Zoom competitions, I can't do all 4 of them as big videos like this because I feel like that will just take up too much room and take away from other puzzles that I would like to do for the channel. Because again, everybody's doing these puzzles that are speed puzzling. If we're all in speed puzzling, we're all doing them. And while I do think that is very good for me to, match up my speed to everybody, I don't want to just completely have all my competition puzzles beat all my videos, basically. I want some diversity. I want some puzzles that would be complicated, fun. Just make the channel a bit more enjoyable. Try to do different things with it. Not just be a speed puzzling competition, because again, it gets repetitive and you're just kind of beat off a couple minutes here and there. But again, I do want to share my in-person competitions with y'all. I want to keep telling y'all how I'm doing on these Zoom competitions. So since there is 4 competitions, there is a 300 piece, which will probably never be a big video just for the fact that I tend to do 300 pieces under 30 minutes, and it just wouldn't be long enough. I could make it long enough, but I figured that's a good short. I'll just keep it that way. And so now I have 3 competitions. They're all 500 pieces. We have the challenge puzzle here, which is usually at the very beginning of the month. And then we have 2 500-piece puzzles. One was just the 500 solo, and it's usually the one that majority of the people participate in, usually over 300 participants. Jonathan now has introduced a 500 new release. So there's a 500 solo and a 500 new release. And so the 500 solo could be a puzzle that has been, produced before. Someone may have already done it. So it's not quite an even playing field with the solo one. The new release is an even playing field. And I suspect it's going to be Speedmaster puzzles. We've been starting to get a few of them now coming into the Zoom competitions. I've seen them on a few of the in-person competitions, the state ones specifically. I wouldn't be surprised if they appear at Texas State. So I think those will be going forward, Speedmaster puzzles, or maybe even other brands that he somehow gets hold of. So I do want to start collecting the Speedmaster puzzles because I think those will be collectibles eventually, and I want to be able to have all of them. I only have 2, and I think there's 5 out right now. So I might have to go buy a few if I don't get my hands on them. But so basically what I want to kind of explain there was I'm going to switch out the competitions. So you may have the 500 new release, you may have the 500 solo, or you may have the 500 challenge as a full video. It's going to depend on the puzzle. I figured if I do really well, I'll definitely do a big video on it. If I don't do so well, or it's not a really interesting puzzle for me to talk about a bit, I'll just keep it as a short and leave it that way. I'll still post my results. I'll still, show you the puzzle and everything, but it won't be as an in-depth one like this. Now, go check out my shorts if you haven't. I do try to post those as well twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But I do want to just kind of explain that to you for my 2026 schedule. And again, just started off strong with the challenge puzzle. Last time I got 15th place, which is my highest ranking as of the challenge puzzle yet. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can maybe get in that top 10 for the challenge puzzle, which means I have to be in that best of the best group. So, my predictions, before I give it to my future self, I think this is a Ravensburger. It is flat, it is skinny, it is Ravensburger box-esque. If I were to, bet on this, I think this is a Ravensburger. Now, Ravensburger can be hard, and honestly, I am kind of maybe starting looking for Ravensburgers, especially at puzzle swaps, to practice for nationals in March. I still have a couple months before I really want to, start doing a lot more practice. But I do think that's kind of mixing those Ravensburger in there will get me prepared for nationals. I probably need to work on memorizing the cut as best as I can because I do think that'll give me an edge. My Paris partner Christina just texted me a photo of one of the old world's Ravensburger puzzles, and she got it under 40 minutes on her first attempt. So I've got to figure out how to do that. I got to do it, and I think I can do it on a Ravensburger. But again, that's a quest for under the 40 minutes. There will be a puzzle. I will get that. Again, if I just work on the beginning of my puzzle, I will be under 40 minutes on a lot of puzzles. I just gotta work on it. So, let me give this to future me, see what the puzzle is, what my first reactions were. Alrighty, here you go, future me. Well, thank you, past me. I was correct. This is a 500-piece Ravensburger puzzle. And this is Sonic the Hedgehog. And when I opened it, I'm like, oh, it's Ravensburger, but I had it upside down. And then I saw the picture, and I'm like, yeah, this one's going to be a little tough. It is a pixelated picture. You know, it's kind of based on the old Sonic the Hedgehog. Was it PlayStation 1? I don't know. I remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog on either PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 at my grandmother's when I was growing up. And I had a lot of fun with it. So, yeah, it is definitely going to be a hard one because of the pixelated aspect of the picture. It's kind of like one of those photo mosaics, so it's really distinct detail. Now, this would be definitely a harder puzzle if it was 1,000, but as a 500, I think it's doable. A lot of same pattern here, green, brown, but I think there's enough distinctions on each of these, characters and everything. It's not going to be too difficult. So I'm hoping that'll keep me under the hour, and hopefully I rank well in the top 10. So, I'll give it back to past me, who's going to brag she was right about Ravensburger. There you go. Thank you. Was I right? Was it Ravensburger? We'll find out. Let's smash it. Well, I did this puzzle in 55 minutes and 51 seconds. This was Ravensburger's Sonic the Hedgehog, 500 pieces. And honestly, I'm a little surprised at my time. When I saw the picture, I was like, oh, this is going to be a little difficult. The grass at the bottom here was kind of a repetitive pattern, and I think that it was color splotches everywhere, which I tend to be a little weaker at. So, I was pretty happy with my time. I got under the hour, not quite under my pieces per minute goal of 52 minutes or less, but I do think that the time was good for this puzzle. This again was the January 2026 challenge puzzle for the top rated belts in speedpuzzling.com. Now, I just do a pickup test real quick. Ravensburger usually is pretty good. And speaking of Ravensburger, I'm about 2 months away from Nationals. It's at the end of March, and maybe 2.5 months at this point. And I am going to probably start incorporating a lot more 500-piece Ravensburgers in preparation for that. And I do think that this puzzle was a good one for me to practice with. And I think it's something that I need to work on memorizing the Ravensburger cut, so that will help me in Nationals and Worlds when I eventually go. Now, where would this have placed me in the challenge puzzle? I got 9th place out of 54 participants, which is now my best ranking in the challenge puzzle division. So not bad for my first speed puzzling competition in 2026. It was definitely a surprise. Now, if you've kind of noticed something, the belt colors have changed. I'll go ahead and put a picture of the belts as they are currently. Jonathan, who again runs SpeedPuzzling.com, has grown this Zoom competitions immensely. And because of that, his previous belt system, it was unable to kind of keep everybody contained within the 4 belts that he had. So I guess I can kind of describe this to you a little bit. He had 4 belts, which was red, green, blue, and black. And the red was the bottom 25 percentile, the green was 25 to the 50th percentile, the blue was the 50th to the 75th percentile, and the black belts were the 75th and the 100th percentile, which is what I had been trying to get when I was trying to get my first 10 solo competitions. And I did receive my black belt. And I was very happy with those results. But because, again, speed puzzling has grown so much, which is wonderful, and it's just so great, Jonathan has now had to break up the belts into 10 different belts, and it's broken up by the 10% percentile. So 0 to 10%, 10%, 20%, etc., all the way up to the 90th to the 100th percentile. And my new belt ranking is silver, which is the 80th to the 90th percentile. And I am literally right up at the edge. I am like in the 88th percentile. I am so close to being the new gold belt. So that is now my goal this year, is to become a gold belt at speedpuzzling.com. And of course, going to Nationals. And I will definitely give you my goals of that. I still haven't quite figured them out exactly, just because I want to do the best I can, set my expectations correctly. So the belts have changed, and now I have a new goal of getting to the gold. Now, the challenge puzzle doesn't go towards your percentile, so this doesn't count, which is unfortunate. I kind of wish it did, because I did so well. And I was actually the top silver belt for this puzzle in the competition. Everybody else above me were gold belts. But in the silver belts, I'm ranked number 10, I think, out of 70. Don't quote me on that, but basically I'm in the top 10 of the silver belts. So I'm right there. And Christina, I think, is number 2 or 3. So me and her are right neck and neck with each other. I think by the end of the year, we will both be gold belts. That is something I wanted to share with y'all, because that was a massive goal of mine, was to get my black belt. But I'm very happy with my results. This is the best ranking I've done in the challenge puzzle. I just think that means I'm getting better. Or this puzzle just kind of spoke to me a little bit. Once again, I do want to do different types of puzzles. I just did the 2-sided puzzle from Gallison, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I am doing 3 competitions this coming up weekend, and a few of them will not be actual long videos like this. They will be shorts, and I will definitely try to incorporate more non-competition puzzles. As for this puzzle, I think we smashed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!